Now, from WPTV, this is News Channel 5 at 6. Local coverage you can count on.
The leaders in the Florida Republican presidential primary trying to win over voters. Mitt Romney is on the panhandle.
And Newt Gingrich on the Treasure Coast trying to get his message through to local voters.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Tanya Rogers.
And I'm John Shainman, live in downtown West Palm Beach.
Tonight we begin with the Florida primary, and a big event is going on in downtown.
That's certainly right, Tanya. We are here live downtown in West Palm Beach in front of the Kravis Center, where in about an hour or so, maybe a little more than an hour, Newt Gingrich will be speaking to the crowd here at the Lincoln Day dinner. As we speak right now, Speaker Gingrich is in Orlando at a Lincoln Day dinner as well. The polls right now showing Newt Gingrich needs to make up a little bit of ground. Earlier this week, you'll recall the polls were very tight. Mitt Romney and Newt Gingrich neck and neck. They were about 2 points apart. Gingrich with the lead in some of the polls. But over the past 4 or 5 days, again, the polls have changed, and it looks like Mitt Romney has gathered the lead anywhere from 6 to 9 points. So Gingrich is expected to come out firing tonight in Orlando and also in downtown West Palm Beach here at the Cohen Pavilion behind me. Now, neither Rick Santorum nor Ron Paul were campaigning in the state today. Polls show Santorum and Paul, depending on the poll, hovering in the low double digits or high single digits. Now, my colleague Jeff Skrzypek joins me right now. And Jeff, the question is, why is Florida so important to all the candidates, and why our area in particular?
Well, John, yeah, very busy day, like you said, for Newt Gingrich, who started his day out in the Treasure Coast and then headed over to Orlando. In a few hours, like John said, he'll be here at the Kravis Center in West Palm Beach, which is a few days before the Florida primary. And political experts say it's no coincidence that Gingrich is making one of his final stops here in Palm Beach County. Now, according to WPTV political analyst Brian Crowley, he says for a candidate to win Florida, they have to take 3 regions in the state: the Tampa area, Miami, and Palm Beach County. Crowley says it all goes back to the high number of Republicans that live here. He says if a candidate like Gingrich does well here, it's a good indicator how the rest of the state might vote. Crowley says Gingrich's appearance tonight at the Lincoln dinner inside the Kravis Center will be a perfect opportunity to rally support.
He's got to go for broke. He needs to win this primary, or at the very least come in very close to Mitt Romney. I think we're going to see a very aggressive Newt Gingrich tonight, because if he does poorly in Florida on Tuesday, it could spell the end of his campaign.
Now, Crowley suspects that Gingrich might reveal a new attack tonight here at the Kravis Center when he speaks at the Lincoln dinner against Mitt Romney, the former governor of Massachusetts. We, of course, will be listening to that when he is expected to take the stage in a few hours at around 8 o'clock.
All right, Jeff Skrzypek, thank you very much for that. And again, Newt Gingrich expected here just a shade after 5 o'clock. And he started his day, as Jeff mentioned, on the Treasure Coast at not 1, but 2 events, speaking to hundreds of supporters. And we wanted to know that after all of the debates and after all of the attacks, is his message resonating with local Republicans?